Well, hey guys, welcome back to Bosky Outdoors. I'm out here checking out a spot. So a friend of mine's got some acreage, and he gave me the thumbs up for putting in a small bushcraft camp. I couldn't be more excited about that. I want to put in the lean-to and that fire pit, and just a place where I can go to and work on stuff and that without having to spend hours setting up a camp. I can just come here and it'll be all set up. Right here we got a little creek bed. It's obviously frozen right now. It's the middle of winter. It's January 8th. It's about 15 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. This morning it was 3, so that's why it's afternoon. I just got out here and I can't wait to get started on this. Anyway, this runs usually all summer long, all winter, until it gets cold enough to freeze completely, so I can get some water from here. I did a little checking where it comes from. It's just basically kind of run off of different fields and that. It doesn't run through a cow pasture or anything like that, so I'm not really worried about contaminated water. So when I do want to drink it and that, cook with it, of course I will filter it, boil it and that still, but it'll be a good source of water right next to where I want to build my camp. So I'm really excited about this. I just came back today to scope out the spot where I want to do it. There's a lot of, I'm not sure if it's buckthorn or prickly ash, one of the two. I'll show it up close, and if you know what it is, leave your comment below and let me know what it is. Either way, it's got big thorns on it, and I don't want to deal with it. There's a lot. I got to do some clearing out. That's what I plan on doing today. Do a little clearing out and probably get a little firewood collected and that, so I can have a fire, cook some soup or something, and just enjoy the day, and hopefully have some firewood left over, so next time I come out I won't have to deal with that. So all right, well, first of all I gotta get a trail cut in back in this spot and do a little clear cutting. All right, come on with. Okay, it wasn't too bad getting back here. I gotta do a little clear cutting on the trail. Otherwise, here's some of the thorny bushes I was talking about. I know there's bigger trees. Okay, here, like this one here. I'm not sure what this is, prickly ash or buckthorn, but all these little points. I mean, they're like a needle. I mean, they are sharp, and they're all up and down the trunk of the tree. So I'm gonna have to do a little cutting on some of that stuff just to make a decent spot here. Otherwise, I think this huge maple tree, this is gonna be great. Thinking of maybe coming off of this maple tree here for the main bar, main support for the roof, and build off of that. And also coming off the side there, I can build a little outdoor kitchen, basically, just so I have everything off the ground, and a spot for my can stove if I want to just come back and use that. And around the other side of me, I want to say this is an ash tree here. I don't think it's an oak. I think it's an ash tree. Beautiful tree. That'll be great. There's some oaks back here behind me, so it's just gonna be nice in the summer. It won't be so hot. I'll get a lot of coverage, a lot of shade, and that. So this looks like a great spot. There's nice deer trails going through here. So when I get set up, I didn't bring them this time, but I'll bring a camera back here, trail cam. Set that up and see what does wander around back here. I know this is a lot of rabbit tracks and that, so there's a food source for me, so I can come back and possibly get a rabbit, have some nice dinner like I did last time I went winter camping. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, do a little cutting, and get some firewood going. All right. All right, I got a trail cleared right over here. That'll go right down to the creek, and I can come in that way. So that'll be really nice. Kind of looking around a little more, like this tree back over here. I think it's another maple. That would be a nice spot also, but it's a little lower down there. I guess if somebody like, you know, the landowner, he's a good friend of mine, if he gets interested in this, he might want to come back here and build one also. So that might not be a bad secondary spot. Otherwise, the tree over here that I got picked out, this big maple, I plan on building it right here. I know it's kind of hard to tell looking here, but it is up on a little hill right there. So if this little creek does, in the spring, does come up over the banks, I don't think it's going to come up that high. So I think it's going to be nice and dry back here. Plus, you know, if I come off this way here, the wind always seems to be coming off. There's a field back over here behind the trees. I think it's an old cow pasture or something. It's not used anymore. It hasn't been used in years. But there's a lot of breeze coming off of it. I can feel it right now, and it's just barely going. It's kind of cold, so if I have my back to that, it's going to work out really nice. The fire on this side of the lean-to. As far as the tree branches up here, once I get a fire pit going, you know, I can decide which of the branches I need to take down. I definitely don't want to start a tree on fire or something. So otherwise, yeah, this is going to work out great. I think I can take a break and sit down, have a little water, and then go get a little firewood. Oh, that'll be a good start to the firewood. When I was clearing the trail here, a lot of stuff was dead, and that's what I was piling up over here, because it's going to be a great kindling for starting fires, you know, in the future. You know, I'll tidy that up later. All right, let me get this cut up. All right, I was cutting this log, and the top was cutting great, you know, really dry. Now I'm getting down towards the bottom. You know what, I know standing wood is the best thing to get, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be dry all the way through. Getting towards the bottom here is getting kind of soft, and it's actually a little damp inside. But there's no such thing as wasted time doing this. Because this, even if it's damp, it's still going to be good wood. You can split it, it's eventually going to dry. Either that, or if you're going to do a fire right now, you still need that base layer on the ground in the snow, and this stuff will work perfect for it. So I'm just going to keep cutting and get that fire going. Well, I think I might have gotten the birch bark off, the only birch bark tree on the whole property. I found one little one like that. And actually, I think there was maybe another one, but they're both really small. And it doesn't feel all that dry. I'm going to give it a shot. See what happens. You got a little bit of wind coming off that field. Try my chair here, see if that'll block the wind a little bit. Oh, look at that. First shot right out of the hat. Apparently it was dry enough. How cool is that? All that wood that I cut at first, that wet stuff, I got that on the bottom. I did split it, so I can spread it out more. And that's what's on the bottom here. All right. It's good to have a nice warm fire. It's only about 16 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And probably technically I shouldn't be out here. I think I've been fighting a cold for at least 2 weeks, and I think I might got a sinus infection. I don't know. So I took some meds before I came out, and here I am. My nose is stuffed up, but I'm having a good time. This is awesome. Yeah, it's another quick, easy soup day. I got some Chaga tea going in there right now. That's going to taste good after this. Nice warm tea. This is great out here. I love this. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming along. I think I got it all figured out how I'm going to set this up. Did a little clearing and a little wood cutting. Got a nice little pile of wood over here for next time I come out, so I don't have to work so hard then. And I don't know, maybe I'll come out tomorrow and start on the lean-to, and that way I can get out here on the weekends and actually stay the night. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. It's starting to get dark. Thanks for coming with. Keep warm. We'll see you next time on the trail.